Welcome to Sosnovka for a guide to with me, Mr. Sealy P. The Marston ACE 10 trailer, that's what I'm going to be looking at in this guide to look at video. It's not a new mod, I say new mod, it's been out for maybe a week or so. I didn't do a video on it straight away because it's got a lot of options and things available on it. It was going to take a little bit of time to set up. So, that being said, I have now done it. So, if we go into trailers, and we go to the end of my list of trailers, you see they all say mod ACE 10 grain on the left hand side, this one here. That's a standard. ACE 10 silage, the difference being the grain one takes 16,000 litres, the silage one takes 20,000 litres. Although according to when you move on to one, each of them say they take everything in them. So I assume that's just the way it looks. Then we've got an ACE 10 grain, but it's a black chassis. ACE 10 silage with a black chassis. So those are the first options available to you: standard Marston colour or black chassis. But there are a lot more options open to you. So I'll click on the first one, and here we go. We have got at the top attachers. You can put a back attacher on. I will show you that in a moment. On main colour, you've got an option of quite a few different colours. Now the Marston colour is the one that kind of starts off with. Obviously there are a few others which are going to become more relevant in a moment. Will set up, you have a default, which is how it comes. If you just click default, is how it comes. You have the option of road tyres, which are thinner, more kind of lower profile. You've got a wide tyre option, and then you've got a flotation tyre option. I will show you those as well in a moment. You can change the rim colour if you want to. There are a few options available. And then when it comes to design, you can go with the Marston decals, stickers, labels, whatever you call them. Massey Ferguson, Salop trailers, Griffiths, Wootton, or no decals at all. That's entirely up to you. Then design colour, as far as I can make out so far, that is the colour of the tarp, the cover that goes on the top. So those are your options available. I'm going to show you what they look like in real life. It's not real life, obviously, but you know what I mean. What they actually look like. So, I started off here. These two are both standard. You've got standard grain, standard silage. Nothing's been changed. This is how they come, but the details on them are pretty good. I really do like. You've got the ACE there, a few little labels, your danger stickers. The cover details are quite nice. I'm going to show you that, how it opens and tips and all the rest of it in a moment. You've got the small grain door at the back, plus you can tip out the main one, and you've got your beacon light on the back of the trailer, which is nice. I do like that. So standard or default tyres, that's what you get. That's what you get on both of these. So these are your standard option ones. This is the silage one, higher sided. There we go. Higher sided. So that takes 20,000 litres. This one takes 16,000 litres. Those are your two standard options. So what I will do, just back this one up and hook it up. Now what I do like about this is really quite good. If I go to take away the cover, pack it away, it packs it into this little container here. So it takes the cover off and it kind of packs it, puts it in there. I assume it will do the same on this one. I haven't checked it yet, but I assume it will do. That's kind of a standard thing. Mind you, actually, you can't do, can it? That one hasn't even got a cover on it. Ignore me. So yeah, that's a nice little touch. I like that. Put it back on, take it off, it packs it away for you. Very, very nice. If our beacon's on, beacon on the back. Nice little touch. And then for tipping, grain door. Zoom in on that if I can. There you go. So that's some tipping from the grain door. What I will do very, very quickly is put the help window on. So, where are we? There we go, tip side grain door, tip side back. So pressing back out a bit now, and do it again. That's what it looks like when it tips back. Nice animations. Hydraulics all doing their thing there. That's really good. Beacons off. So both these trailers, the grain trailer and the silage trailer, have the grain door, and they can tip from the back as standard. There's no side tip function on any of these. That in essence is how the trailer functions. You've got your beacon, you've got your tip, you've got your grain door, indicators are working, which is kind of pretty much a standard feature now on most of these on FS17. So I will disconnect that for a moment, as I'm going to need that in a minute. So next up on our list along options available, this is the next one along the line. This is the ACE 10 grain, but this has got the black chassis on it. I've done a few other things on it which I will show you in a moment. So black chassis as opposed to the Marston coloured chassis, which is the first obvious difference. I've changed the colour to red because I was going to go with the Massey Ferguson decals. So it's got the Massey Ferguson decals on it, so I've gone with red. I have also gone with wide tyres on this one. The standard tread is more like a road tyre on that one. So the tread's a bit different, it's a wider tyre. Still got the grain doors, still got the beacon, still tips in the same way. This one has got a back attacher, that's what I've also added. So these are all in the kind of options that are available. That's how it is without, that's how it is with. I'm going to show you that hooking up in a moment. Yeah, interesting little thing on that. We'll see that in a moment. And interestingly, well, I say interestingly, I keep saying interestingly, where it says design, and I'll go back in and show you. For example, it says design, and that's your decal. Then it says design colour. As I said, that's pretty much the top colour. Now, I was going with the Massey Ferguson look that I wanted on this one, but on design colour it doesn't give you an option for white or a creamy kind of white, which would have been quite nice for the Massey Ferguson one. But let's be honest, there are a lot of options available. It's not like I feel cheated. It's not. It's you know, there's plenty available on it. So there you go. That's the black chassis, Massey Ferguson decals and colour, wide tyres. Then we move along one more. So I've gone this time with the silage version, the 20,000 litre one. Again, black chassis. I've gone with design Salop trailers this time, from Shrewsbury, I think it is? Yeah, Shrewsbury in England. Now I looked online, and the Salop colour that I could find most of wasn't far off the Marston one. A bit of a darker, not turquoise, but a darker green to it. This one has also got a back attacher, and this one's got flotation tyres. Now when you look at the wide tyres and look at the flotation tyres, it doesn't seem to be much of a difference, but I will show you. I've got I've got some trailers set up to show you the 3 different tyre types just over there. So that's your black chassis, silage, but with a Salop trailer decal on it. So you've got quite a range of options, you know, your Marston, Massey Ferguson, Salop. Moving on, grain trailer, black chassis, this time Griffiths trailer. I had a look online again. Griffiths trailers and the Wootton that's further along, you seem to be able to get them in multiple colours. I guess it's just whatever you want to go with your particular farm, vehicles, business, whatever it might be. But I found loads online that were various different colours. And because I'd kind of gone with these options already, I thought I'd go with green with a red tarp, and I went with the red rims on this. That's the other thing you can change, the rims. I forgot to mention those. I left all these ones pretty much standard actually. You can see the inner hub matches the colour that you've gone for on the trailer, but the actual rim itself is standard. This one I went for red rims, but then the inner hub matches the colour of the trailer. So that's the Griffiths trailer. Again, not a huge amount of difference. I went with flotation tyres on this one as well. And then finally on our list, just so you can see all the different decals on them, is the Wootton option. This one I just went for a yellow, like a mustard yellow. Black chassis, flotation tyres again. I went for black rims on this one, but the hubs matched the colour. So that's kind of your options for your decals. You've got your Marston, Massey Ferguson, Salop, Griffiths and Wootton. Those are your decal options, or if you wanted to, no decals at all and just have it as a plain trailer. That's entirely up to you. So, that's what I was going to mention. The back attachers. Now, if I go and grab one, I put a back attacher on. And hook up. If I then go to one, for example, and this is good because you can hook them up, you can daisy chain them, it's all rather nice. However, there is one minor flaw. This could just be on PS4, it might not be on Xbox, might not be on PC, I honestly don't know, but this is what I have found. If I back up until the hookup symbol comes up, which is there, and I hook up, like so, when I swing round and have a look, it's kind of hooked up the cable, but the actual trailer hasn't married up with the hookup on the back of this trailer. Now, technically they are hooked up. I've got the hookup symbol, it came up. I've tried backing right up so I get to here, but if I back right up, the hookup symbol disappears. So when it hooks up, I've got a gap. Now, it doesn't affect it driving. I can drive with it, no problem at all. But it's just not quite right. So, maybe a PS4 glitch, maybe my console glitch, I honestly don't know. But that's what I found with hooking them up. They do hook up, they will still drive. I don't know if it's happened so that when these tip, they don't collide with each other. I don't know, I'm not quite sure why it's happened, but there you go, that's what I found anyway on mine. So lastly, finishing off, is the tyre or wheel situation. If you go with default, you kind of get those standard, they almost look like wide ones to be fair. They have the Trelleborg thing on the side of them. Now this one here, I've gone with standard road tyres, and they do look like road tyres. You've got the kind of usual, all the details of the width and all the rest of it on them. Standard tread, nothing particularly amazing, just a road tyre, quite narrow in all honesty. So that's your road tyre. Then we move on and we've got the wide tyre, and you can see the difference, they are definitely wider, there's a different tread pattern on them, it is a wider tyre. Now when you go to flotation, if you look at the two tyres, as I kind of understood it in my head, flotation tyre is much bigger, rounder, that kind of thing. They don't look much different in size, however, when you come and look at the tread patterns, the tread pattern on the wide tyre is different to the flotation one. That's really all I can see as a difference. There isn't any real size difference. This doesn't look particularly like a flotation tyre, but the tread patterns are different. That's the only thing I could find different in those two options. And that's it, pretty much. That's the Marston ACE 10 trailer, with all the options, all the bells and whistles, all the things you can do with it. Another one of those mods that's got a great few options open to you. I like it, it's a nice trailer. There are bigger ones in game, obviously, it depends what size farm you're running. If you want to daisy chain them together, you know, there are bigger trailers you can daisy chain together in game. I did do a video a while back on trailers, and obviously there have been quite a few more trailers have been released since then on the Modhub. But I just thought I'd give you a rundown of what's available, what options, choices, decals, colours, all that kind of thing. There you go. Hope it's been informative, hope it's been helpful. If you like the video, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.